This is the Sovboi Smart Projector E30Max I've been using for movie nights and casual gaming, and I want to share what it's actually like to live with it. I went in a little skeptical because I've seen a lot of flashy spec sheets that don't match real use. The big promises here are Google TV built-in, 1800 ANSI lumens, auto lens cover, fast autofocus, and voice control. From my experience, it delivers on the convenience pitch and it mostly matches the claimed performance with a few caveats that matter depending on your room and habits. The headline is simple. This runs Google TV natively. So I signed in, grabbed Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, YouTube, and I was watching in minutes with no extra stick or workarounds. That alone removes a lot of hassle. In my opinion, that's the difference between something I'll actually use often and something that just looks good on paper. The design is clean and compact with a matte white finish and rounded edges. It's light enough to move around without feeling flimsy, and it doesn't take over a shelf. The ports are easy to reach. The included remote is Bluetooth, so I don't have to point directly at the projector, and the auto lens cover quietly slides open when it powers on. The build is more practical than premium, but the fit is consistent. The lens is well protected, and the footprint works for apartments and small rooms. I wish the power cord were longer for flexible placement, but that's common in this category. Setup took me under 10 minutes. I paired the 360-degree Bluetooth remote, logged into my Google account, and the system walked me through Wi-Fi and app installs. The interface is smooth and familiar, with quick access to recommended content. Voice control works the way I expect. I hold the mic button and say play cartoons, or open Netflix, and it responds fast. It handled English perfectly and even picked up casual phrasing. Google Cast from my phone and laptop worked reliably for photos, YouTube, and presentations. Image quality is what most people care about. So here's the real talk. This projector is native 1080p with 4K support, which means it accepts a 4K signal, but downscales to 1080p. That's normal at this price, and honestly looks great at 80 to 120 inches. Text is crisp enough for menus, subtitles are clean, and skin tones look natural after a quick brightness contrast tweak. Brightness is listed at 1800 ANSI lumens, which is the standard measure that actually means something. In a dim room, it's punchy and enjoyable. With daylight coming through windows, you'll want curtains or you'll see the image wash out. At night, it shines. Autofocus and auto keystone are the magic trick here. The focus locks in a couple of seconds after you place it, and the auto vertical and 4-point correction square up the image without hunting. For anyone new to projectors, keystone correction digitally straightens the picture when the projector isn't perfectly centered. It's super handy, but it can shave a little sharpness off the corners. My tip is to get the lens as center aligned as you reasonably can, then use small keystone adjustments. There's also digital zoom from 75% to 100% that helps size the image without moving the unit. Colors are vibrant out of the box, and contrast is solid in darker rooms. Blacks aren't OLED deep, but movies look cinematic with the lights down. Edge-to-edge focus is good. Corners soften a touch if you push keystone hard, which is expected. For sports and fast content, motion looked clean with no odd artifacts on my settings. Audio is passable for casual use. The built-in speakers are clear for dialogue and YouTube, but they flatten out at higher volumes. I paired a Bluetooth soundbar, and it transformed the experience. Latency over Bluetooth is low enough that I didn't notice lip-sync drift in streaming apps. If you have a spare speaker, use it. It's worth it. Gaming is fun at living room level. I played on a console over HDMI and had no issue with story games, racing, or party titles. If you care about Twitch shooters and super low input lag, a TV is still better. For hanging out with friends and big screen Mario Kart or platformers, it's perfect. Fan noise is there, but it's a soft hum I forget about once the volume hits about a third. Heat management is steady, and the auto lens cover keeping dust off the optics is a quiet hero feature I didn't know I needed until I stopped worrying about wiping the glass every session. Key features that stood out to me are the real Google TV integration, the fast autofocus and auto keystone, and that auto lens cover. Being able to install Netflix directly and not deal with casting limits or a separate stick makes this feel like a TV replacement. From my experience, the 360-degree Bluetooth remote is better than standard IR remotes. It works from the couch at odd angles and through line-of-sight obstacles. Wi-Fi 6 has been stable for me, even during weekend evenings when the network is busy. Casting is easy when friends are over, and voice control saves time hunting through menus. I also like that Sovboi focuses on convenience. The projector tries to get out of my way. I set it down, it opens the lens, dials in focus, squares the frame. and I'm watching. That matters more to me than squeezing every last spec decimal. The warranty and lifetime support claims are reassuring, and the sealed optical engine reducing dust intrusion is practical for folks who move their projector around or live with pets. Not everything is perfect. Marketing brightness numbers from brands can be confusing, so I'm glad this lists ANSI. Even then, remember any projector struggles in bright rooms. The speakers are okay, but not theater grade, and heavy keystone still softens the image at the edges. The power cord could be longer. None of those are deal breakers for how I use it, but they're worth knowing. In my opinion, the Sovboi Smart Projector E30Max nails the easy big screen vibe. It's perfect for movie nights, streaming marathons, dorm setups, and backyard watch parties after sunset. From my experience, the mix of native Google TV, quick autofocus, and reliable casting makes me actually use it several times a week instead of letting it collect dust. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a straightforward, all-in-one projector that looks great in a dim space and doesn't require extra dongles or tech gymnastics. If you need bright room performance, ultra-low latency competitive gaming, or theater-level audio out of the box, set your expectations or plan on blackout curtains and an external speaker. If this video helped, please subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.